Ms. Debra Owens, currently the Director of Governmental and International Relations Affairs for Port Miami.
Good afternoon again, so I'll get started with my presentation so we can move on. Port Miami's mission is to operate and further develop the world's leading cruise port and fastest growing container port. We are the second largest economic engine in Miami-Dade County, and we contribute $43 billion, that's with a B, $43 billion to the local economy. And we support over 334,000 jobs. We are the cruise capital, as I say, the cruise capital of the world. And I'm going to start my video. Typically, the cruising as we know it today was started in the 60s. We are very close to very exotic locations, the Bahamas, the Caribbean, Panama, Mexico, and beyond. We are in the heart, as you've heard already, we're in the heart of the city of Miami, and there's so much to offer. We work closely with the Miami International Airport on the visitors and encourage, swear, yeah, and encourage, okay, I'm sorry, I've got terrible tickle. We work very closely with Miami International Airport with our cruise passengers, many of which they come for cruises and they stay over 2 to 3 days before or after their cruises. Can you click? Can you click for me? As you can see, in 2013, we had 4,000 passengers, and we, as of 2018, ended with 55. And excuse me. And in 2019, we expect to have welcomed over 6.6 million passengers to the port. Click. Who has the clicker? Yes, we did too much. We have a number of all the large lines throughout the world coming to the Port of Miami and serving the 6.6, eventually the 6.6 million passengers that we expect by the end of 2019. Many of which are the largest. Actually, we have all the largest cruise companies in the world. Click. Just recently, after a $250 million investment, Royal Caribbean is one of our largest cruise lines, invested $250 million and created this very beautiful, I don't know if you can quite see it on this particular slide, very beautiful terminal. And we did that in a partnership, but they paid for the entire project. You can click. Norwegian, because they saw the investment that Royal put in, and they wanted to have, they did not want to get a box. They didn't want to create a box for a terminal, and they created this unbelievable, it's a very beautiful structure that is going to open in 2020. Now that is financed through Miami-Dade County as well as Norwegian. Norwegian is paying anything over the cost of anything over the $100 million that we committed. You can. Who knows Virgin? Virgin Brands. Virgin Brands. So Virgin is getting into the cruise business. So yeah, so they made a decision to get into the cruise business, and we were lucky enough to be the first of home ports that they decided they would not only bring one ship, but they're bringing 2 ships, and they will start that cruising that line in 2020 as well. We're very excited about the partnership with Virgin as well as with Norwegian, and we see several other companies coming in, which we cannot name right now, but we have, everyone wants to be in Miami. Everyone wants to have a beautiful terminal. This is the Virgin design that they've submitted, and we look forward to that opening. I can click. This is just basically describing how these deals are financed. Some of the projects, when we open a terminal, Miami-Dade County pays for the entire project. They also have where the cruise lines pay a portion of it, and we pay a portion, and we operate the facility. Then there's a third where it's a P3 where we build the facility and provide the amenities that exceed the standard provision. And that meaning those regular box-style terminals. If we go over and design something that's nicer, then we would have to pay for those amenities. Give me a clip. Oh, there was a point that I missed that is very important. Many of our contracts, in order to get those cruise lines to agree to these type of deals, nobody's going to come and spend the kind of money and sign a 10-year deal or a 5-year deal. It's very important that as we negotiate with them, we get the longer the contract, the better for us, because we know that's a very serious commitment that they are going to be there for quite a while. So we are pushing always to try to get at a minimum. It is important to get a minimum of a 30-year guarantee. I think you skipped a. Now we're not just a cruise port. We're also a cargo port. One of the very interesting things, if you visit our port, in many ports you'll come into the port and everything, you'll see the cargo, you'll see the cruise, cruise passengers are on the same roads. Well, in our port, it's a very beautiful separation. And so on the cargo side, we have completed projects that will increase the number of boxes that are coming into our port. We've deepened our channel to 52 feet. We have tunnel that is working very successfully. We purchased post-Panamax cranes. Those cranes, because of the Panama Canal, opening of the Panama Canal, we prepared for that, and we spent, because of our Board of County Commissioners approval, we were able to spend each crane was $9.2 million, and we've now purchased 4 of those, and then 4 more on order. We also have on-dock rail, so we have the 4 projects that have been completed, and as a result, no, you can go to the next slide. Our TEUs have just continued to increase since 2013, and we've had a record this year of over 1 million TEUs, with a cargo value of $27.8 billion. These are some of the excuse me. These are some of the lines that are calling on the port, which are some of the same lines that are calling on the port here in Kenya. Why are we here? The trade numbers are very low. We are very much interested in working with the Port of Mombasa to figure out how can we increase these numbers and work with, through our sister port agreement, to encourage more trade, more movement of cargo between our ports. And so there are conversations, we'll continue to have the conversations with the port officials on how do we change these numbers. We have a very strong interest in working with them and to increase the number of products and your products coming into Port Miami versus some of the port. We have the rail that can get anywhere in the United States in a matter of 2 days. We have it could either be trucked or through the rail service. So there's no reason why those numbers can't increase and shouldn't increase. So we ask, as I say, we continue to have those conversations with our port officials to work on how do we develop a better working relationship and get your products to Miami and elsewhere throughout the United States. And with that, thank you so much. And if anyone has any questions, I'm here after all the presentations. Thank you.